안녕하세요.
Hello everyone.
오늘 1400
Today is 1424th Cheonshim Won special vigil devotion, and I would like to congratulate all of you who are here tonight.
그리고
And
환영합니다.
also I would like to
전
welcome you.
세계에
Throughout the world,
19,800여 곳에
19,800 places are connected with us,
44,500여 명이
44,500 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in one heart.
신한국은
From Heavenly Korea,
우리 천원 특별
Cheonwon Special District, centering on Cheonwon Special District, Sunmun University, Changwon, Cheonwon, Iksan, in this order,
교회가 참여하고
churches are attending this vigil. Heavenly Japan, in Heavenly Japan, Sendai Church,
정말 이름이 좋아서
because its name
열심히
is very good,
기도하는
they
것입니다.
are offering prayer and devotion very strongly. 134 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. At Masayama Church,
3명
103, Nagano Church, 100,
그리고 히메지
Himeji,
후쿠오카,
Fukuoka,
신일본
Heavenly Japan
순으로
Cheonshim Won headquarters. In this order, they are offering prayer and devotion.
전 세계적으로
And throughout the world,
또 네팔,
Nepal,
호주,
Australia,
여러
Belarus,
곳에서 함께
various places,
참여하고 있습니다.
different places are connected with us. Today, Kure Church, it is their 430th.
기도하고 히메지 교회는
Himeji Church, it is their 400th vigil.
95명이 함께 기도하고
And 95 have gathered at Himeji Church. And Yamaguchi Church, it is their 400th gathering their devotion.
이렇게 정성의 탑을 쌓아 올라가시면은
As you pile up the tower of devotion, why don't we give a big round of applause to our brothers and sisters in Japan?
정성의 탑을 쌓아
As you pile up the tower of devotion, in the end, you realize that you'll receive answers.
부모님 말씀이 이루어지는 것입니다.
Japan's words are being fulfilled
입헌식 이후
through that way.
200일째 되는 날 정성입니다.
Today is
우리가
200 days since the entrance ceremony. We have offered
하신 말씀
much devotion.
실체적으로
We should offer more devotion so that we can realize Japan's words.
말씀을 이루는 것이
Fulfilling Japan's words, that itself is a devotion. So we should not let any words of Japan's to fall down. And we should be able to become children who can testify how we have realized Japan's word. We should make such churches within our community.
오늘은 39일째
Today is 39th day since True Mother has been walking the course of tribulation.
이날도
Today,
식구들이 모여서
our
함께
members have
기도하고
gathered to offer prayer and devotion.
수원 교회 관악 교회
Suwon Church, Gwanak Church, Ansan Church,
구리 교회
Guri Church, Ilsan Church,
남부천 교회
Nambucheon Church, Anyang Church, Gwacheon Church, Bucheon Church,
또 통일 무도
Unification
이 추운 날씨
Martial Art.
모여서
About 100 have gathered at Detention Center to attend 1124th Cheonshim Won Special Vigil Devotion, gathering their hearts, gathering their prayers, gathering their devotion with us.
또 정말 오늘은
And also,
마이클 젠키스 회장님
President Michael Jenkins and various
덩클
priests,
회장,
President Damian Dunkley,
회장도 함께 정성을
they are gathering their devotion tonight too. Why don't we offer a big round of applause for those who have come to offer prayer and devotion tonight?
또 우리 청가정
And from True Family,
천의 축승자
for
가정,
Positive Foundation and families of inheritors of Heaven's love and blessing. Nowadays, they are very tired due to their packed schedule, but they have come to offer Cheonshim Won devotion. You know, sometimes myself, I feel too tired that even tonight,
의자에서 잠이 들었는데
I fell asleep on my chair,
마음은 일어나고 몸은 안 일어난 겁니다.
and I realized that my heart was the only thing that was awakened, and my body was still asleep. You know, in my heart, I was saying, I need to go, but my body was still. It was staying still.
피곤하고 힘들어도
You know, despite how tired I am,
다시 몸을 움직여 일어나서
I had to move my body and attend vigil to offer my devotion. And
천의 축승자
True Family, for Positive Foundation, and inheritors of Heaven's love and blessing, I'm certain that they have the same heart, same situation, and they are moving forward. Why don't we give a big round of applause for their to encourage their health or support their health.
이렇게 한 마음이 되는데
So as we become one in heart, our trainees. Today we held the graduate ceremony for spirituality workshop, and there are 11 people who came late, so they are still in the workshop. But still, we were able to have 483. So we have 483 long-term workshop trainees, and today we also had opening ceremony for a new workshop. At Cheonshim Resonance Prayer Workshop, we had opening ceremony today in the afternoon, and for the next 3 days, they will be inheriting the Heaven's Heart Cheonshim through practicing resonance prayer. 125 have registered, and our brother Sakwa Dakyamitsu West Africa branch leader also registered, and so one more person added. So the number has come to 126. So he will inherit the workshop that we're holding in this trade center, and he will bring that back to his branch. So that is a very important thing to do for branch leaders. So that is why he decided to join this workshop. Truly, as we live life of faith, what's the most important is that we resonate with Heaven's Heart, Cheonshim. As you resonate with Heavenly Parents' heart, true Parents' heart, as you resonate with absolute good spirits, you must live your life. But because we couldn't liberate evil spirits, we have spent many years wasted by letting evil spirits work through us. So I truly hope that through this workshop, you can liberate evil spirits, and I hope that you can liberate and resonate with heaven so that you can receive work of lecture, work of prayer, work of devotion, work of volunteer services, work of all things that you can face during this period. And also, if you come to vigil and experience such work, and you live life with such heart and experience such work, I'm certain that each church will revive again. Today, for those who have truly realized, many of you are repenting that I have wasted so many years of my life. So I hope that during this resonance prayer workshop, there will be abundant grace bestowed upon the workshop. As we held the great works in the last of autumn great work, we had amazing grace. And because there were so many people, there were many reports, people who are doing homework report taking too much time for the past few vigil. I wasn't able to share testimonies of great works, and I felt bad about them. So I would like to share some testimonies. First is Kim Hong-duk, pastor. Tonight was a very amazing night that never happened before. All the members have come to gather their longing hearts toward True Mother, having feeling of sorrow for True Mother. With desperate heart of offering devotion, our members have joined the great work. So I couldn't help myself but to shed in tears from the beginning until the end. And I was able to truly feel that we are moving forward as proud sons and daughters before heaven, especially Shinchulim and Shining, the inheritors of heaven's love and blessing. Because of them, our community, our organization has become stronger, have become solidly became one. And heaven does not just let things, heaven never loses things. Heaven always calculates well. So through the tribulation of True Mother, I'm certain that dramatic change, dramatic development will occur in the future when True Mother comes back. Our brother Cheonshim Won, a pastor in Korea, he shared his testimony. This autumn great work, I believe it was the greatest work that happened. Especially, the registry record has been set new. And beginning with the vigil, autumn great work vigil, with 120,000 brothers and sisters joined in one heart, I believe this is truly a festival that we held with the spirit world. Although in reality, we see that this nation still do not understand who True Mother is and making their sins, but through centering on this great work, we will become one with
역사적인
We have become one
이는 우리
through
모두에게
the great work, through this vision, and it was such a historical moment of our lives, of our providence, and it was an incident where it truly gave us the strength and courage to move forward.
교회장님
Let me show another testimony. 광양 Church Pastor Song-bok.
1420회 천심원 특별 철야 정성은
The 1420 Cheonshim Special Vision Devotion was like
강한 햇살이
a
비추어
bright sunlight that's shining down
시간이었습니다.
in a dark cloud that was crowding all over us, especially centering on 신출님의 신흥님.
찬양팀의
The Cheonshim choir praise was truly filled with grace.
천의 축송자로서
As inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, and as direct children of
그들의 한마디 한마디는
true parents, every single verses and single words they have sung, it truly
파고들었습니다.
resounded my heart, and it
정성에는 자녀들도
their heart truly embedded
이는 참으로 잘한 결정이었다고
with my heart through their songs.
자녀에게
So
늦은 시간의 정성은 쉽지 않았지만 세상과 단절된
for my child who was very young, it wasn't easy for my child to attend vigil, but this vigil was filled with grace that even my child was
교육이자
a greatest faith education,
정성이
and also it became one of the greatest devotion that my child has said so far.
오늘 읽은 우리 본문 말씀을 보면
When we look at the words that we have read today,
이루어진 세계 어떤 세계인가
it talks about what kind of ideal world it is, and although it was very short,
감동 있게 설명을
the
하셨습니다.
words were truly
하나님의 뜻대로만 성장
explained
인격을
very well.
완성했더라면 인류는 자자손손
When one fulfills the duties of filial piety, loyalty, and sainthood in substance and essence, that becomes kingdom of
교통함은 물론
heaven on earth, a place that naturally extends into kingdom of heaven in heaven. This was God's ideal, original ideal of creation, to have the earthly kingdom.
또한 죄를 짓고 싶어도 지을 수 없는 절대적인 선주권의 세계가 됐을 것입니다. 이런 말씀을 하셨습니다.
That very world would have become eternal world of peace, where humankind, generation after generation, would live as God's direct lineage, communicating freely not only with God but also with their ancestors who had gone to the spirit world, enjoying a life of harmony and happiness. It would have been a world of absolute goodness where committing sin would be possible. Through the spiritual message that we have received, we understood with our intellect that a great work, Autumn Great Work, was a moment where entire spirit world was coming down to greatly work. And I'm certain there are people who weren't able to experience such a spirit world. But I would like to share a true father's message from spirit world regarding great work. Do you know the grace of great work? The great work is not the end. Centering on the foundation, victorious foundation of great work, it will continue. The grace will continue. The devotion will just pile up. Once you offer devotion, it doesn't disappear. It just piles up. And this heaven has received this autumn great work with great joy. It was a moment of tears. And it was truly a moment that we have been waiting for from the spirit world. And now it is time for us to move forward. After great works, you must become one with spirit world and move forward. And such work of heaven will become stronger. We become more vivid. So after great work, you'll be able to shorten the time to resolve any problems you have faced. And you'll be able to solve the problems much more easily. So all the desperate prayers that you have offered during the great works, heaven remembers. Although you may forget, but heaven will never forget and remember until the end, until they are fulfilled. So True Mother will return to Cheonjonggung. Believe in spirit world. True Mother is trusting us. So as children of True Mother, you should believe in all the prayers and devotion that you have offered today. Heaven was with you. Believe in the work of heaven. Even if there's a moment where you cannot believe, offer prayer in belief, offer devotion with belief, and fulfill your responsibility. And if you move forward with such practice, heaven will show you the authority, the power of heaven
그러한 우리의 발자취가
And that has been our footstep in the past. The course that blessed families has been walking, wasn't it like this? Despite authority path we have been walking, we only saw the will of heaven. We did not waver our faith. We move forward unchangingly, and we have met such a graceful day, just like today. So, as we welcome the new phase, of the new providence, as the true children of Heavenly Parent, you should not lose your essence and must move forward. And if you do that, although this world is persecuting us, they will come back to our embrace. They will absolutely come back. So all the blessed families must become one with true parents as the chosen people. You should have the heart of true parents. You should embrace them. You should love them. You should forgive them and move forward with them. That is what heaven wants. That is the path heaven wants you to walk. And that is what true parents want you to walk. And that is what your original mind, original heart wants. And we all know this. So the question is whether you take action or not on that path, on that choice. What kind of, which decision are you going to make? Are you going to walk long, thorny path of true love, or are you going to walk a short path that leads to the bottom of hell, which look nice? So, on the authority path, there's your parents, there's your children, there's your brothers and sisters. There is a world that heaven wants. If you think about this, how can you not walk the thorny path? Although the path we're walking, even if it means that our thorny path, it will take 1,000 years. If you can meet true parents in the end, if you can meet Heavenly Parent in the end, if you can meet your true self, your true family, if you can establish true nation, how can you deny that path? So you must remember that you're not walking alone. No matter what kind of path you're walking, you must realize that you're walking with true parents. It's a path that your family, your brother, sister are working with. The entire cosmic community will be walking with you. How can you say that your path is a path of trials, path of persecution, path of how can you call it a lonely path? Let us move forward with great strength and courage. When we were listening to testimony, there was you heard the spiritual established culture of heart within this world, centering on our original heart, centering on heaven. So that is why all the children who connect to the main sanctum of Cheonshim Won should be able to live for the sake of others. Every beings that are connected to Cheonshim Won are living for the sake of others. And not just that, all creations are formed for the sake of others. All the grass, all the trees, all the water, all the creatures, all creations are made for each other. So that is why we have to walk the path of filial piety, the path of loyalty, path of patriots, path of saints. We have read True Parents' words today, and as we live along, as we move forward, we must experience the spirit world so that we can understand the spirit world exists. And if we can communicate with ancestors and live our lives in that way, if we live that way, we will eventually see the heavens path opening for us when it's time for us to ascend. James Stevens, Dominican Republic Messiah, we had a Songwa ceremony for him. I also offered devotion for him tonight. So our end of our life in the physical world is Songwa. So please offer utmost devotion, receive benefits of this era, and if you work diligently, you'll be able to live kingdom heaven on earth and go straight into kingdom of heaven in heaven. And in order to make this process, this course to be established, we are offering prayer and devotion, almost prayer and devotion, in order to liberate and cast away all the stains and blemishes. And we are making revolutionizing work through young people. And this has been realized through spiritual workshop through attendance workshop. So from November 1st, the spiritual workshop and attendance workshop will begin right away. So the training center will always have spiritual workshop trainees within the training center. They will become the matches who can ignite the training center, ignite the people around them, and eventually they will be the ones who will go out to the world as missionaries to ignite the holy fire in other places. And when I look at all the graduates of spiritual workshop, this 16th spiritual workshop, 80 of them will be joining spiritual academy as well as special missionaries to go abroad. I believe we have made great victory, and they will receive abundant blessing. Even if they work as a public leader, they will deep root. And even if you're working as a public leader, you must experience spirit world and deep root your faith. And our brother Yusuhun, he truly experienced spirit world very well. He said that he has separated 7 evil spirits, but without faith, you cannot separate them. Without faith, you cannot move Satan, move evil spirits. If you speak to spirits without faith, they will just mock you. They will just laugh at you and leave. They do whatever they do. So in order to make the separation, move the spirit world, you must offer devotion and prayer sincerely so that you can set a condition to connect with spirit world. So all the Cheonilgok leaders must raise their spirituality in order to become spiritual leaders. That is why we have received Chiper's message to become spiritual message. You know, there was a first-gen pastor who worked for 30 years, but then he encountered second generation who have let evil spirit come in and work. So the pastor was saying that, oh no, what should I do? And he eventually brought the person to the training center. And not only mother of the child came, but also the father who haven't come to church for a long time, he came for his daughter, who let evil spirits work through her. And he offered prayer and devotion and liberating that evil spirit. And he's been working as a pastor through entire his life. He's been working for 30 years, but after experiencing that separating evil spirit after 30 years of his public life, he came to me one day and told me, oh, spiritual world did exist. And I asked him, how were you able to preach if you didn't believe in spirit world? I was so shocked to hear that he finally said after 30 years that spirit world exists. So you must believe that spirit world exists. Do you think the actual spirits can go? The power of spirits will go. Good energy will go into you. Good energy of spirit will go into you. If I just tell you the spirit world exists, you must experience spirit world, and you must realize that spirit world actually exists. You know, in the people in the countryside, they almost all of them believe that spirit world exists. If there are 30 families in the village, there is always one person who has a spiritual problem, and there are shamans who would come and try to liberate those spirits. And in the past, people have been looking at those kind of people with the spiritual difficulties. They would say, "Oh, spiritual exists, and they having spiritual problem." But nowadays, people consider spiritual problems as a psychological problem. And they just put people into psychiatric ward. So if we think about current world, how they think about spirit world, and how true parents have liberated, set a condition for us to liberate spirits. We must realize how amazing the grace that Heavenly Parents, true parents have bestowed upon us. Now we can liberate our spirits, and they will be once they're liberated, spirits will go into training center in the spirit world and become a pure white, pure gold, absolute good spirits, and they will come down to us. And how would their heart be? They would have abundant great gratitude toward Heavenly Parent and true parents, especially true parents. That how can we ever repay you back? And so, absolute good spirits who have such heart toward true parents are supporting us. And if we let the absolute good spirits to work through us, heaven's power will be revealed through us. So we should create ourselves, especially leaders, to let the spirit work through you, so that our national messiahs, our national leaders, our branch leaders, our church members, our church leaders should be able to reveal heaven's spirit, heaven's work through their lives and show it to other people. So that is why True Parents has been emphasizing that we must offer prayer and devotion. True Mother told us that we must move forward with spirit and truth. Even after the foundation, that I've told you to move forward with spirit and truth. I've been telling you to let's go back to early churches. Let's move forward with spirit and truth. So as True Mother appointed me as the training center president, she repeatedly told me to move forward with spirit and truth. Even when after making great victory of Cheonhong 22nd entrance ceremony, True Mother again said at the assembly where leaders have gathered, she said, I've already told you since the foundation day to become one, to move forward with spirit and truth. But if there is a church do not attend vigil properly, then you are in a big trouble. True Mother has been emphasizing that we must drive strongly with the Cheonshim devotion. Despite the fact that True Mother has been creating organization, recreating structure of our movement centering on Cheonshim Won, but if you're not doing your job, your responsibility, your portion of responsibility, how can you receive blessing and grace? So, the most important thing for true parent is Cheonshim Won. You must solve all the problems through Cheonshim Won. You must find hope through Cheonshim Won. Even in the spirit world, Cheonshim Won is hope. That is the only path that spirits can go to heaven. That is the only path where they can be reborn and resurrected to become children of Heavenly Parent. So that is why there are many works occurring through Cheonshim Won. Even if you're given such blessing of Cheonshim Won, and if you haven't been offering devotion, how would you feel if you were called to spirit world the next day? Don't you think you would say, please revive me at least 1 hour so that I can say what I wanted to say to them? There was one time when I went into emergency room and I thought I was going to die, so maybe I should have said I thought that I should say last words, but I couldn't say anything because I was out of breath. So in a position of death, I felt like I was going to die, and in that position of death, I was very grateful. In the last moment, and I was very grateful that I was able to join church and live my life for the church, for true parents. And because of gratitude, they have revived me. They have resurrected me. And now that is why I'm able to stand here and give these words. So you must realize that with gratitude, you can resurrect. With gratitude, you can be reborn. So I hope that through tonight's prayer and devotion, you must offer prayer and devotion with the heart of gratitude so that you can receive whole heart of Heavenly True Parents. And if you offer in such way, you will see your entire body trembling. Your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs, your body will be trembling. And you will speak your words without realizing what you're speaking. So, Family Pledge verse 7 is truly amazing words. And I hope that through tonight, there will be people who are starting on